Christian, what do you think of Link's Awakening for the Game Boy?
I think this thing is like a technical marvel.
Okay.
A technical, amazing piece of technical accomplishments.
Yes. Okay.
On a Game Boy handheld console.
How about like a game though? Like a thing you play?
I think it's surprisingly decent.
Okay.
As a Game Boy game.
Okay.
I played some Game Boy games, and I don't think any of them have been this good.
But you've played some Zelda games as well, and I think in comparison to those, this is kind of not great. Oh. But I was going to come in here and say the exact same thing. I think in terms of like the craft and the artistry that went into making this game, I think this is like, whoa.
Yeah?
This is way up there. Great soundtrack for, being on a little handheld thing. So much character and detail that they wrung out of so few pixels on the screen with no color.
Yeah.
And it still feels... it's so impressive. Constantly. And then there's the shot of like this... They do like a cutscene. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, dude. This is like 358 DS cutscene levels of awesome.
It is. It's crazy. God bless them. They figured something out there. But I didn't like playing this game at all.
It's like a slightly simpler Link to the Past, and I can actually wrap my brain around this game.
Okay. In what ways?
You don't have the whole Dark World dynamic going on. You just got the one nice world that you can just explore and get to know.
Yeah.
And the world isn't like massive like Link to the Past is. Like there's some depth there. There's some Metroidvania paths that you can open up there. Yeah. But it's not like mind-numbingly massive, and then you got to spend 15 minutes just trying to get around one rock that's blocking the easy way.
That's kind of one of my problems, I guess, is I found it really easy to get lost because within each, say, biome or area, it's very similar, I felt like.
Yeah, I gotcha.
Speaking of dungeons, what did you think of the dungeons?
I thought they were all right. I mean, I think I prefer the 3D Zelda dungeon design way of doing things. Things are a bit more linear, but you still got puzzles, and you don't get lost as easily in all these grids that you got going on. Yeah. That's inaccessible as all get out.
Yeah. At the same time, I kind of like the idea of a dungeon just being like, 16 rooms that are all a puzzle, and you solve the puzzle, and then you get the thing, and then whereas in like Ocarina, it's like, this is a place, it's supposed to be like a place, and this one, they don't even... It's not an actual concrete space you're in, it's just like a puzzle dungeon for you to go through, so I kind of like that.
Yeah, I can see how that's appealing.
Kind of leads me into one of, an issue with this game, I feel, is that it is very inventory-based, and you are spending a lot of time switching into and out of inventory screen to set your buttons, because there's only 2 buttons, so...
Yeah.
Like, I get it.
That ain't... Hopefully on a Switch they fix that, because they got more buttons to work with.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I mean, even your sword's an item, which is just infuriating, because you just, like, overcome an obstacle and then immediately pause, immediately switch, and then immediately go back to what you were doing.
Yep.
And that's not good. That's not good for pacing. That's not good for fun.
Right. I'm curious what you think of the strange quality this game has.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I find it weird and kind of inherently appealing more so than any other Zelda game. Like, Majora's Mask is weird in like a dark way. Yeah. Like more depressing way, angsty way. And then, like, Ocarina and everything else is kind of more upbeat. To an extent. And there's a lot of weird stuff going on in Link's Awakening.
Yeah.
Zelda isn't here.
No.
And this game's still called Zelda for some reason. Yeah. But Chain Chomp's Yoshi and Goombas are.
Yep. Owl statues and the guy in the house who calls you. Yep. And just... There's like a walrus man and a gator man.
Yeah, they're just having fun with it, man.
Absolutely. I love it. I mean, the thing I kept thinking about the whole time I was playing this game was like, this is where Minute comes from. This is where indie games come from. Yeah. This is like the source. It's crazy. It feels so modern in the way it's like the art style and all the, or maybe it's not modern and everything's just cribbing from this game from 20 years ago, 25 years ago. So
Totally.
but like there's this concept, you know, this is all a dream. Spoilers, this is all a dream. This game is a dream a fish is having or something.
Yep.
I was kind of left disappointed because I knew that going in, you know, like
Yeah.
that's the thing people know about Link's Awakening. I feel like, but was that fulfilling for you? Because I was left kind of unfulfilled with that whole concept.
Yeah, it wasn't very fulfilling as far as like getting a satisfying conclusion was concerned.
Yeah.
I thought it was more interesting and kind of a thematic perspective.
Yeah.
Thinking like this is all a dream, and so everything, including main love interest who isn't Zelda, will go away.
Right.
And all this island will just disappear eventually. That stuff's neat to think about.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess that's kind of what I'm disappointed by, though, is just like that concept surfaces in that the bosses kind of warn you, which is cool.
Yep.
Like,
Yep.
that's cool when that happens. They're like, you think about what you're doing because you're the bad guy here, sort of. And maybe this is asking too much of this Game Boy game from years ago, but like to have that maybe creep into the gameplay more, or like the world itself more. This is my modern brain thinking about, but like today I feel like they would do a thing where like the dream starts to break down and like the world
Yeah.
gets weird, and that doesn't really happen.
Yeah, you're absolutely right.
Yeah, the world just kind of is the way it is until it's over. You know, combat is what it is.
Yeah,
It's a
that's
2D
one of
pointer.
that's one of the parts that impresses me most about this game being on a handheld, is that it feels kind of dynamic in the way Link to the Past did. There's a lot of movement. It doesn't feel stiff like you're on a grid or anything like that. It's very slippery in a way.
Okay.
I like.
Okay, I get you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you're not like, well, I mean, you did it perfectly. You phrased it perfectly, but like, yeah, you're not like. You phrased it perfectly. Let's move on. You got the weird like 2D platforming, which is actually not terrible. It could
Yeah.
be better. It's like crazy that it's in this game though.
Absolutely. Yeah, including a jump button or
Yeah.
a jump function.
Right.
That's really weird.
Yeah. Because like they've done that in, is that in like A Link to the Past where you can like jump over?
No, I don't think it is.
Okay. It's just interesting to see, you know, here's what this looks like in a Zelda game, and then here's like this representation of what he's actually doing, because we can show you this like side view.
Yeah.
It's really, the design doc for this game must have been crazy, because I don't
Yeah.
like, these are new ideas to Zelda, and it's constrained by this hardware, and they're just like doing it well for the most part.
It's impressive.
Yeah.
There's just really appealing, conceptual, iconic stuff going on
Yeah.
that I really like. Like the flying whale is weird. Like it doesn't exactly mesh perfectly with the Zelda vibes that they've got going on, but it's neat. And then the giant egg on the volcano.
That's cool.
That's weird, but really cool.
Iconic. Yeah.
Yeah, I vibe with that. Like that's
Yeah.
that's a good thing to have associated with your video game right there.
Yeah. But I would say maybe then so much of what I like about Link's Awakening, I like outside of playing it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's maybe not a good thing to say about a game, I guess. But I still think it's, in those positive things, I think it's awesome. So.
Nailed it. See, I'm feeling somewhere up by Fable 2 and Metroid Prime.
Okay. That feels like the right
Feels right?
corner of the supermarket for me.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would say maybe like Fable 2 I enjoyed more.
Okay.
It was a more fulfilling experience for me. And I won't mention Metroid Prime. So anywhere in that in there is fine by me, so if you want to stick it somewhere.
All right. Below Fable 2, I'm totally okay with that. We can solidify it as better than any portable Sonic game to date.
No.